What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Some not so good news. Doubt over the third Bledisloe Cup Test match between the All Blacks and the Wallabies, which is causing quite a concern as the coronavirus is starting to peak, especially in Australia. However, it says that Rugby Australia remains hopeful that the third Bledisloe Test will proceed later this month, despite the change in border arrangements with New Zealand. They did say, however, plans for the fourth four-team rugby championship, including world champion South Africa and Argentina, played solely in Perth, look to have been knocked on the head. The Bledisloe match scheduled for Perth August 28. However, there's doubts surfaced with the All Blacks caught up in New Zealand's snap lockdown on Tuesday. Following the outbreak of the Western Australian government changed the border arrangements, so arrivals from New Zealand must quarantine for 14 days upon arrival. The Wallabies flew straight to Perth on Sunday following their second cup defeat in Auckland before the change in quarantine measures. Western Australian Prime Minister McGowan gave no guarantees that the match will go ahead, but said the All Blacks could be placed in quarantine bubble, similar protocols used for the interstate AFL teams. That means that while isolated in hotels, players are allowed to train and to play. We may have to work out some arrangement. There may be a bubble, or they may have to just comply with the rules that exist for everyone else, McGowan said on Wednesday. It's a moving situation, and they're trying to work out exactly what can be done about that. That would be very disappointing for rugby fans if we're forced to cancel the game, but that's the nature of the world we're in. It's definitely true. Scheduled to depart Auckland for Perth on Sunday, the All Blacks are on personal leave, with New Zealand Rugby saying that their ongoing discussions with SANZAAR and Rugby Australia will be guided by government travel guidelines and any potential border restrictions in Australia, while working closely with SANZAAR and Rugby Australia in the coming days to understand what impact is on our plans. And that's Mark Robertson. Rugby Australia may look at pushing back the All Blacks' arrival date until the end of the 7-day lockdown in Auckland, in the hope that a clean travel bubble between the cities is re-established. The Rugby Championship matches involving Wallabies are slotted for September at the SCG, Suncorp Stadium, Newcastle, and a clash with Argentina in Canberra on October 2nd. Given COVID-19 outbreaks in New South Wales and ACT and SANZAAR was considering hosting all four teams and matches in Perth with double headers over 4 consecutive weekends. McGowan said such a scenario was now unlikely. It's not our number one priority, the Prime Minister said. Rugby Australia will now look at shifting the Rugby Championship to Queensland, with games split between Brisbane, Gold Coast, and probably Townsville. It's interesting stuff coming from the Rugby Australia World Bledisloe Cup and Rugby Championship. It's sad news, man, because just when we thought we were getting back to some sort of normality and excitement from the Bledisloe Cup, seeing the crowds, seeing the action in, I don't know why we just can't move everyone to New Zealand and just keep a bubble in one of the provinces and let the game go. Bring the double headers or split it between 2 stadiums. I don't know, just so we can get the tournament going and get the fans in. I know it's a risk, and I know Australia or New Zealand are very strict with the border patrols and everything that's going around, but I really just want to see rugby being played. I really want to see All Blacks versus South Africa. I really want to see All Blacks versus Australia. I just want to see a full-on rugby championship tournament that we can look back and go, finally, we have had the game that we wanted, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. All Blacks apparently all healthy so far. Australia also all healthy, so that's great news. South Africa and Argentina are playing their final game this weekend in Port Elizabeth, Gqeberha, and it's going to be interesting to see what that result's going to be. And honestly, from there's going to be plans and arrangements in order to how to get our chaps and Argentina over to Australasia in order to prep for the final games of the Rugby Championship. It started, we're moving, now we just need to finish it. And I just hope we do it the right way, at the right time, and producing the goods that we need to in order to create a phenomenal test match. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see all you legends real soon for another one. Make sure you tune in this weekend, as I'll be covering the live stream of South Africa versus Argentina this weekend at 6 o'clock South African time. It was a great stream last week. It's going to be an even better one this weekend, so please hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications. It's going to be one that you're not going to want to miss, and it could be the last international one for a couple of weeks until we decide when we will get international rugby back on our televisions after this outbreak of COVID-19. Let's hope our Rugby Australia, the New Zealand government, Argentinian government, and South African government, as well as SANZAAR, can come to a conclusion as to what is going to happen and how we're going to move forward. Thanks so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.